What's up, everyone? It's Branto75, and I don't know if any of y'all know, but I'm not the biggest fan of Macintosh computers, and it's not because I hate the OS X operating system. It's not that I hate Apple, which I do. I hate them all a little bit, and I hate the systems just a little bit. But it's merely the price to performance, right? Alright, so I did two comparisons, alright? I went on the Apple website and I threw together pretty much the most practical and most expensive Mac Pro that you can buy, okay? So let's go down the specs of the Mac Pro that I have in this system. I have a single 3.33 gigahertz 6-core Intel Xeon processor. Now they don't exactly tell me what socket it is. I'm assuming it's LGA 2011, so that's what I went with, my equivalent system. But yeah, also I put in 32 gigs of RAM. Again, they don't tell you what the speed is and what the cast latency is, so I went for cast latency 9 1600 megahertz RAM as just kind of a base, because it's pretty standard stuff. And for the hard drive, I got two hard drives. One is a 512 gigabyte solid state drive, and another is a 2 terabyte mechanical hard drive. Unfortunately, Newegg doesn't do 2 terabyte 3 gigabit per second hard drive, so I had to be lenient and give it a 6 gigabit per second hard drive. So already this computer is coming out on top because they don't offer that shit anymore. Alright, so I didn't add a third or fourth hard drive because it didn't seem necessary. I added a single 18x super drive. I don't know what the fuck that was, so I went and I just put in the Blu-ray player and called it a day. Apparently it's got some wireless shit. I don't know what the fuck that is. I don't know what fiber channel card is, so I don't know what that is either. Okay, so here's where this started to get kind of screwy. I only had options for a single ATI 5770. You've got to be shitting me. Okay, so I had an option of a 5770, two 5770s, or a single 5870. So I just went with the most computing power, and I went with the two Radeon 5770s. And you can't get rid of the mouse, so I didn't even include a mouse in the system. So here are the final specs of the system. Go ahead and look them over. So let's go and look at our equivalently based system. Okay, so in this system, I went with very similar parts, at least as much as I could grasp. So I was building a Mac equivalent system, so I went with a Mac theme, and I picked a case. It's the Corsair Vengeance C70 Arctic White. I like it. It's got good cable management. It supports liquid cooling. It's got a nice side window. It's got plenty expansion bays, and it's black and white, so it fits with the Mac lineup. Okay, and for a hard drive, I went with a Toshiba 2 terabyte 7200 RPM. Like I said, I had to go SATA 6 because they don't offer SATA 3. I can't believe they're putting fucking SATA 3 in these new Mac systems. So that was only $84. Let's see. And I didn't put the best of the best parts of all of this in because I know that they're just putting, like, you know, random stock shit. So I think I kind of picked the midway price point, but for all these parts, without going too crazy. So yeah. So for the power supply, I added a Corsair HX 750. This is an 80 plus gold power supply. 750 watts, definitely more than enough for this system. This is a system that you're gonna want to upgrade. But yeah, it's semi-modular, and it's definitely enough power to last you for a long time, and it looks nice. For the RAM, we went with 32 gigabytes of 1600 speed, 99924. This is the fastest RAM that I could find that was also a decent price. It's not too expensive, but it's also not too cheap, and it is the G-Skill Sniper Gaming Series, and it's $249. Alright, and for the motherboard, again, we went in the middle price point. I had to assume LGA 2011, because they do make Xeon processors at 3.3 gigahertz on the 1336 socket, but I'm assuming if Mac is any respectable company, which they're not, that they would, use newer software. I highly doubt it, but let's give them benefit of the doubt and say we're using using newer hardware. So this is a good board. It supports LGA 2011 sockets. It supports up to 32 gigs of RAM. I believe it's up to 2133 speed, so that's definitely fast enough. It's got plenty of SATA 6. It's got 6 SATA 6 ports and 2 SATA 3 ports. It's also got plenty of USB connectors, and this actually came with bridges. Hold on. Oh, okay. So it didn't come with a crossfire bridge. All right, but it does come with 4 SATA cables, and yep, it's got plenty. Look at all those USB ports. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, just on the motherboard alone, not including your front panel. So, and that was a whopping $229, and it's black, so it fits with the system. Alright, so I'm going to jump down so I can keep in line. I grabbed an Intel Xeon 3.3 gigahertz, and this can turbo up to 3.9. The Mac doesn't say that it can turbo, so this might be a step up here. But I don't know. So yeah, this is a great processor. I don't really know why they're using server processors in this, because these aren't really meant for servers. Macs are really meant for, like, high video quality editing and shit, and I would think they would go with the Core series processor, especially the i7, at least at 3770K. But maybe not. Maybe the 3970X would be really good as well. But yeah, I still don't understand why they went with Xeon, but whatever. So yeah, so this is compatible with our motherboard. It's got 15 megabytes of L2 cache, and it's 15 megabytes of L3 cache. So yeah, and it's fast. I hope it's fast. It's 6 cores, and I'm pretty sure it's hyper-threaded, so it can go up to 12 cores. But now I'm just assuming stuff. Alright, and then for the SSD, we went with the ADATA 512 SATA 3 solid-state drive for $389. Like I said, it's not the cheapest, but it's also not the most expensive. It's good. It's got good read and write speeds. It's fast. It's just all around a good brand, and it's got lots of positive, and it has lots of positive reviews. So yeah. All right, and then like I said, I didn't know what the fuck a super drive was, so I went with a Blu-ray burner. It's a DVD burner, CD burner, Blu-ray drive, DVD drive, and a Blu-ray burner. So I was like, fuck it. So I picked one up for $79. Now going down, this is where it's kind of unfair, because, like we said, the graphics cards are two 5770s. Newegg doesn't offer the 5770s anymore. Surprise, a fucking surprise. So I had to bump up one more level and get two 6770s. So This is kind of unfair, so I guess we should knock down, you know, $40 off each of this. But yeah, that's kind of ridiculous. And we went with 2 of these. Now, unfortunately, these graphics cards do not come with a Crossfire bridge, so we picked one up for $11. And yeah, and then finally, the last item is because I had some money to spare and we need a CPU cooler. I picked up the Corsair H100i liquid CPU cooler. This is the top rated CPU cooler on the market. Maybe the NZXT Kraken gets pretty close and the Cooler Master Sidon. But personally, I really like Corsair. And yeah, so this is a nice package for $103. Okay, so we have a similarly spec'd, a closely spec'd system. Hell, it's even better than a system. It's got a faster hard drive. It's got a better graphics cards, and still, it's a fraction of the price. Look at this. It is hold on. Look at this. $2,726.88 versus $5,074, and this is a better computer, bro. Okay, this is a far better computer than this. Hell, do you know what I could do? You know what I could do with $5,000 on a PC? Holy shit. You won't even believe it. But yeah, we're talking some 680s, man. Hell, we're talking 780s in this thing. Hell, maybe even Titans. At least 2 of them. Shit. Hell, we could keep the system right now, go and add in some 2 Titans, and it'll still be cheaper. Alright, everyone. But I just wanted to see that, like, I don't understand why people think that, oh, Max is so much better. No, it's not, bro. Shut the fuck up. If you are honestly want to get what you pay for, you need to go with PC. Hell, I think you can even take this PC and turn it into a fucking Hackintosh. Go and install, I'm not sure if these are all compatible parts, but what the fuck ever, bro. Like, who cares, man? Shit. But this computer is so much better. It's similarly priced, but it's so much better for your money is what I'm trying to get at, than this over here. So for all you people out there who are like wanting to buy Macs and stuff, you need to check yourself and really see what you're paying for, because that's fucking bullshit, dude. Alright, everyone, so I hope this all maybe opened your eyes a little bit and maybe informed you all on what you can do with your money on a PC versus on what you can do with a Mac. Alright, everyone, so I want you all to have a fabulous day / night. It is like 2:12 in the morning for me, and have a fabulous day. Peace.